Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Three Trails Tarot. Thank you for being here today and joining me for this general reading for July 2021. And as you know, with general readings, they may or may not resonate with those who are listening. However, I really hope that you stay for the entire reading because you never know if parts of the reading will actually be useful to you or applicable to your current situation. Also, if you stay until the end of the reading, you will be able to ask a personal question, and I will draw an answer from the Divine Goddess Oracle deck to answer your question for you. I also want to bring to your attention that there are people trying to impersonate the tarot readers and trying to collect personal information or fees from you. Please be aware that I do not do personal readings and therefore will not ever be contacting you for information or for money. So ignore them, report them, don't have anything to do with them. All right, Saggy, we are going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do your July reading now. So let's see what we have for you. We have Three of Swords, Sagittarius, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Wheel. Strength, Hierophant, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I've got two queens here. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, reverse Page of Pentacles, reverse Ten of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. Okay, Sagittarius. We've got a lot of emotions and concerns going on. Sagittarius, for your month of July, what are you worried about, Sag? Some of you worried about money. Some of you are worried about relationships. Okay, so let's go ahead and start your reading. Something caused you some pain and frustration recently, Sagittarius. So this required you, whatever this was, that was a hardship that you went through. You reached deep down into yourself to find the strength to deal with that, and for the most part you were able to get through it. You're a very strong sign, Sagittarius, very high achiever, and so you were able to achieve this. You were able to get through this with your inner strength and by forgiving yourself for some things that didn't work out. Whatever caused this, maybe you blamed yourself in the beginning, and you were able to forgive yourself for that. There were some things that are still keeping you up at night, Sagittarius, and I believe it has to do with this situation. It's still not resolved, even though you've found the inner strength to deal with it. And when people look at you, they don't even know you're suffering because you know how to carry yourself in a way that looks like everything is good and you're not having any problems. But really, the truth is, Sagittarius, you're having trouble sleeping at night. This is really keeping you up, and it really has you concerned. You're really worried about your future. Yeah, I kind of get that it's your future you're really worried about here. You're not sure if things are going to turn out for you. So you've been giving it a lot of thought, and you're trying to make some plans. You're asking a lot of questions like, why did this happen? Whatever this was that caused pain, could it have been avoided? How can I make sure that this kind of situation is avoided in the future? So you are asking a lot of questions and you're trying to figure it out. You're also talking to someone, you're consulting with someone, either a spiritual leader, someone from your church, or someone that you just trust to have the expertise and the guidance and giving you some advice on how to proceed forward, because you are feeling isolated right now. You feel no one knows your pain because also you're hiding it so well and you're keeping it to yourself, Sagittarius. But deep down you feel alone. You feel, my gosh, I am dealing with so much on my own. And even though some of you have partners, you still feel alone. There's just a lot of responsibility. There's some finances that are not working out for you. You feel that there's a shortage, and then also it's affecting your health, and it's affecting the way you feel about yourself, like you're not a success. But hang tight, because as you continue on this, there is going to be some new love coming your way. And when I say new love, I mean a friendship or inner power, a feeling that you are going to be okay. That is going to come to you. I don't think this is a person. I think this is you feeling new love for yourself, new love for where you're going, and it's kind of basically hope. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing this card. For some reason, I just see this as hope. This is your hope that you're going to get. And it's going to empower you, and it's going to make you start to feel emotionally secure. Oh, something just fell, scared me. It's going to make you feel emotionally secure, and you feel like you have a sense of stability. You feel more stable, and then you also feel like, okay, I'm at this point now where I can feel generous. I don't feel too tight, even though I'm still not sure about my money, but I actually feel like, okay, it's fine. Everything's going to work out. This is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you're at that point right now where you're not worried about starting anything new at this point. You were very concerned about your finances, but you're not making that a concern. I'm not saying right now, I mean later in the month of July. That will change. In the beginning, you're going to have concern for it, but toward the end of July, you will feel that, you know what, I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's actually the attitude that I'm hearing in my head. Not going to worry about that right now. You know, I'm fine. So this is what you're telling yourself right now, to stay strong and to not be too concerned with it. So if you continue on this path, Sagittarius, what we have here is two things going on. One is that whatever this was that caused this pain is coming back to you. It's checking up on you. It's if this is a person, this person is trying to find out some information about you. If this isn't a person, then this is a situation that you are trying to get to the truth of, like, how in the world did that happen? What caused that? It's like you still don't have all the answers that you wanted to have, and so you are going to get to that point where once you have that feeling of being back on track and being able to handle things, you're going to start focusing more on this. So some of you, you've got someone spying on you, trying to check up on you, and some of you, This is you trying to find more information. Yes. The Queen of Pentacles, you're going to start to feel comfortable with the resources that you have. Before you felt, alone. You felt like there might be scarcity. You felt that, you just had too much to worry about, and you weren't sure where your future was going to be, if it was going to be stable. But you are going to get to a point where you're going to feel that way. You are going to feel that you've got a handle on things and that it's going to work out. And with the Ten of Cups, the cycle is not going to end yet for you. So this is going to continue. The cycle is continuing on for you with, right at the end of the month, you will feel comfortable with your resources. But I think what's going to happen is that you're still going to, this feeling of aloneness, this feeling of abandonment, this feeling that you're not going to be able to, pay for certain things or handle certain things, is going to come back. It's like a continuous cycle. So the advice here is, some things you're going to have to look at your wheel. Where do you want to be? Because your wheel is turning kind of fast, like up and down, up and down, up and down. And it should be a slow turn. But Sagittarius, it looks like it's kind of a faster turn than you probably want it to have. So, wow, I just noticed those are dice. So, this card is saying, can't just keep throwing the dice and seeing if it works out. Are you going to win this time? Are you going to lose this time? This is kind of feels like a hardcore reading here, Sagittarius. And I'm part Sag because I'm a Scorpio Sag. And believe me, I'm also feeling this pain. But it looks like here it's saying, you've got to cut the patterns. Let that wheel move a little slower. Get more control. And, just reevaluate how you're handling things. Yes, you're strong. Yes, you can get through the tough spots. But the question here is, did those tough spots have to happen in the first place? So that is definitely a question that we need to ask. This card is all about waiting, being patient. Patiently waiting for things to grow. And that's the advice here. Be patient. Perhaps some of this pain and issues happening, it has to do with rushing into things and trying to get what you want right away, and the timing wasn't right. So this card is saying, this time around, be patient and let things work themselves out the way they're supposed to. And this card is saying, don't do too much all at one time. You're multitasking too much. You are juggling a lot. And all of that juggling is wearing you down. And is also, when you're tired, your mind isn't as clear. And so it makes it harder to make decisions. So, you gotta decide which path you want to take. Do you want to continue on this pattern, or do you want to have more comfort without without the uncertainties that come with the current pattern that you are following? So, two things are happening here with this card. Two advice. One is, make a decision which pattern fits you best. And two, don't try to do too much at once, because it's going to wear you out. And when you're worn out, it's harder to make a decision. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple more cards for you, Sagittarius, so we can get more clarity or some more advice. Let's see what we're at here for you for July. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks like here that if you want this negative pattern to end, you're going to need to assess how you support all the different things that are in your life, all the people that are in your life that are important to you, the activities that are important to you, and the luxuries that you believe are important to you. So you might want to reprioritize them so that you could start changing your pattern. I think this is a spending pattern. Now that I really look at this, it's a spending pattern. Cause you some heartache, but due to a relationship. Yeah, I think Scorpio had a similar kind of reading. Okay, so this one is with 9 of Wands. We're looking at learning from past lessons. Yes, you feel guarded right now because you were hurt. Maybe you felt taken advantage of. But have perseverance. And don't always expect the worst. And don't take on that victim mode. Because you're not a victim. A lot of the things that probably made you feel like a victim, you can change. You can change that. Just simply by making different choices. This is all about choices. Okay, and the Tower. Okay, something's gonna change, something really big and unexpected, and you're not even, you're not gonna realize that that's happening, or I mean, not that you're not gonna realize it's happening, but it's gonna happen out of your control. You're not the one who causes this big change. So I guess you're gonna be forced into a change whether you like it or not. It's gonna happen for you. There's going to be a big change. Something's going to drive that change. All right, let's go ahead and pull the Oracle cards now so we can see if we can get more guidance on how to handle July to Sagittarius. Okay, so we have here fire, and that is your element. That is your sign. So this is your month to make some big changes. And to balance yourself, to balance yourself, to restructure your behavior, your patterns, things that make you feel inspired, make you feel joyful, make you feel that you're able to be creative and enjoy the things that make you happy. So the other side to fire, though, is that even though fire can create and make new things, like when we use it to cook or to keep us warm, etc., etc. The negative side of that is that fire can also destroy. Fire can burn, fire can hurt. And so this card is saying, yes, use your passion, use your energy to do good, but also be aware that if you get too focused on the things that you want for yourself, it might take away from others and end up hurting others that are in your circle that are important to you. So this is just saying, just be aware that sometimes decisions we make do affect other people, whether we wanted it to affect them or not, either purposely or inadvertently. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. And we have anguish. Okay, so with anguish, this card is reminding us that negative thoughts in our head make it very difficult to think clearly. So the best thing to do is to try to refocus. Focus on something else. Focus on things that are positive. Focus on things that give you joy, that make you feel supported, so that you can get these negative thoughts out of your head. Because we get what we put in. If you put in negative thoughts, you get negative stuff. You put in positive thoughts, you get positive stuff. Now let me see what else we have here for you, Sagittarius. This one just kind of jumped out. Transient. So this is to remind you that things change. Things always change. Change is the number one most guaranteed thing to happen. So this should give you hope. Things are going to change. If it's bad, it could change for good. And if it's good, it could be even better. So just be aware that there is always going to be some kind of change, and just go with the flow and adjust with it, and just see it as a normal thing in life and not something to always fight. Alright, so I am now going to pull an angel card for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have. Now these cards are really cool because they also have a corresponding gemstone energy. So if you want to have that energy with you, you can get a stone if you like. Okay, let's see what advice we can get from the angels. What advice do you have for Sagittarius for July? Okay, we have Archangel Michael, and the stone is sapphire. Are you feeling confused? Are you in search of wisdom and deeper spiritual insight? Engage in illuminating activities such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection to better understand the true nature of reality. Pray. Allow for spiritual truths to be revealed. And there you have it, advice from the angels. And the sapphire stone, let me see, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, sapphire is, it helps give you wisdom, learning, and mental acuity. So, you know, if you want to remember the advice from the angels, then you can get a sapphire. So I think I have one up here. I guess I need to get one of those. Okay, so we'll just put this back in here, and we'll also pull an oracle card from this little deck. Let's see what else we can get from these cards. Okay, so we have here this card, and it says love. Always choose love, always. So love for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and also love for the things that's around you, and love for the people that are important to you. So always choose love. Okay, Sagittarius, that concludes the reading for you for July. Looks like this is all about worrying about your finances and how it's been affected by other people. So I really hope that you found this useful, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. But don't go yet, because I did say that you could ask a personal question. So if you're ready for that now, go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths so you can focus on your question. And if it involves a person, say their name. Okay, maybe start focusing on that question while I shuffle. So let's see, this is going to be your answer, and it is putting in the work. Action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. So create action that will help you lead to you achieving your goals, and build a path for success, as in plan for your success. That's the answer to your question. It's the answer to your question. I hope you felt that was the answer to your question. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you again so much for being here and for joining me today in this reading. And until next time, I hope that you stay safe, healthy, and happy. Best wishes to you always. Bye, Sagittarius.